So every fine good morning students. Today we will see about a simple RESTful application creation with the help of Java Jersey API. So complete a CRUD operation. So complete CRUD operation. So a complete model. So I will create a table first. So I will open my Postgres. So Postgres is connected with my PG admin. So I will open PG admin first. So this is for a complete activity. So based on user creation and user resource as well as user repository. So this is a complete model. Initially, I will open my PG admin and enter my master password. Then press OK. Then I will entering into here. I will create a new database. So I will create a new database. The name of the database, which is called as users. Already user database is available. So I will create a new database, which is named as something called a CSE. I will create a database, the database named as CSE. Yes, so new database was created. Inside that, so yes, a new database was ready. Now I will open my query builder. So inside that, I will create a simple table. The table which comprising of only 4 fields. First field was ID, that is user ID. So name of the table was users. So create table users. Inside that 4th column, one is user underscore ID, that is integer. The second column is for user underscore user underscore name. This is for varchar of size 50 or 100. Then that column, which is for email underscore ID. I will close the pop-up first, otherwise, yes. So varchar of size 50. Then my last one is role. This is also a varchar. Yes. Now I will execute this query for creating a table named as users inside a database called as CSE. Yes, fine. Now this is enough. Now I will go to my Eclipse IDE and create a new project, file new dynamic web project. The name of the project is CSE user. CSE user. So next, and check on web.xml file. Generate web.xml for deployment descriptor. So with the help of deployment descriptor, I will connect with that file. So now the project was created. Name of the project was CSE user. I will convert that project into Maven. So right click on the project and click on configure and convert to Maven. Yes, my project was converted into Maven. So normally a Jersey API, which need 2 dependency. So I will create dependencies first. After build, I will create dependency stack. So dependencies. So inside that, I will add 2 dependencies. So I will search my Google. the first dependency which is named as Jersey container servlet. The first dependency which is named as Jersey container servlet. Jersey container servlet, Maven dependency. Yes. So I will copy paste the same. So second dependency which is named as Jersey HK2. Jersey space HK2. I will search in Google. Jersey, it's a inject thing, HK2 servlet Maven. Maven dependency. Yes. This is the inject dependency. So I will copy paste this dependency too. So these two dependencies are needed for creating a Jersey project. Jersey RESTful web services. So this is a complete RESTful web services architecture. So yes, I will save both the thing. Now the dependencies were installed and the required jar file was added. Now a complete architecture. I will follow a complete architectural model. So I will create a new file which is called as users. So new Java class called as users. Okay. So this is a class. This is a model class. The complete architecture model. This is a model class. So this model which directly capture from the database. So I will create the same 4 variable. First one, a private variable, private integer, the variable named as user underscore ID, int. Okay, anything is enough, no problem. Private integer user underscore ID, semicolon, then private string user underscore name. So I will create a private variable, user underscore name, string, private. This is a string because there I will declare it as a variable, varchar. So I will create string. Similar way, I will create private string email underscore ID. So I will create 4 columns in my table. So same model. I will create a model for my table. String email underscore ID. Similar way, private string role and role. So similar way, each and every variable which need a get and set method. It's a proper way of creating a model. So get and set method. So public int, first one, public int get user underscore ID, ucaps without space. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly brace, close curly brace. So which will return user underscore ID. So a get method which will return the user underscore ID. Then similar way, there is a set method, public void set user underscore ID. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly brace, close curly brace. The set method, so which need argument. The argument is integer user underscore ID. Parameter, set underscore ID of parameter inside parenthesis. In line number 10, inside that parenthesis, I will type integer user underscore ID. So use small. So the set parameter which receives user underscore ID, then set the value to return, sorry, not return, I will set the value. So this dot user underscore ID equal to user underscore ID. So I will set the variable to current class object. So this dot user underscore ID equal to user underscore ID. So the parameter value which will be stored to current object. So repeat the same for all the four. So same way I will create get user underscore name. So public string get user underscore name. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly brace, close curly brace, which will return user underscore name. So this is a get method. Similar way for set method, public void set user underscore name parameter parenthesis string user underscore name. Then inside that this dot user underscore name equal to user underscore name. Semicolon. Then similar way for email ID. So public string get email underscore ID. Email underscore ID. Then which will return email underscore ID. Similar way for set method. Public void set email underscore ID of string email. String email underscore ID. Then inside that this dot email underscore ID equal to email underscore ID, not semicolon. Open curly brace, close curly brace. This dot email underscore ID equal to email underscore ID. At the last, similar way you can do it for role. So public string get underscore role. Sorry, get role. Then open parenthesis, close parenthesis, return role. Similar way, public void set role of string role or small. Inside that this dot role equal to role. Yeah, now the entire model was ready. Now the complete user model was ready. Now this is our duty to create a user repository. User repository. So user repository you choose to perform a complete CRUD activity. So before creating user repository, it's our duty to create a Postgres connection. So Postgres Maven dependency. So search Google for Postgres Maven dependency. Inside that, I will add this. Already two dependency was added. One is servlet container. Second one is something jersey eject. Third one is Postgres SQL. Now I will create a new class. User class is for complete model. The new class for performing database connection. So new class, the class which is named as user repository. Yes. Yes, I will create a new class named as user repository. Inside that, I will perform a database connectivity. So connection con equal to null. Connection from java.sql con equal to null. Inside that, I will create a constructor, default constructor, public user repository of. I will create a default constructor, user repository. So ucaps, this is a constructor, user repository. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly brace, close curly brace. Inside that, I will type string username equal to, inside double quotes, my Postgres username root, semicolon, string password equal to double quotes, my password, my Postgres password, semicolon. Okay. Then semicolon. My Postgres username was Postgres. My Postgres password was root. So now I will write try catch block. Inside that, I will type class dot for name. Class org.postgresql dot driver decaps. Class dot for name org.postgresql dot driver. Place it in double quotes. Class ccaps. Yes, catch block. Exception E. Okay. Then inside that, something system.out.println E. Yes, my constructor was ready for connection class creation. Now I will write my first method. Actually, I will create 5 methods. One for get all the users, second one for get users based on user ID, third one for insert, update, delete. So 5 operations. So the first method. So below that, scroll down. I think class was created, constructor was closed. After closing constructor, after line number 16, enter, again press enter. Yes. Now I will create a new method named as get user. So public. So this get, wait a second. This method which will return all the complete user list. So list less than symbol. This is a template. The list is a template of the class user. So user, ucaps. This is a template. List is a template which based on user class. So user, control space to, yes, this is in same thing. So no issue. Automatically which will add after compilation, which automatically added. So greater than, then space get users. Get underscore, not underscore, ucaps, users. So this is a method for getting all the users from a database. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, then open curly brace, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, then open curly brace. Inside that, I will write list. I will create a list, control space to add the list. List is a class which is placed in java.util.list. Go at the top. Already something was added. I remove the same. Already a list. Go to top. Scroll up. And remove that list. Line number 3. And add the list. java.util.list. Yes, good. Then list user. Use not users. What's the class name? Users. Okay, correct. Users. Good. Then list users. List. Then less than users. Then space. I will create a name of the object users. Use small. This is the object name. Users is a class name. Users is the object name. Use small. Users equal to. This is a new array. So new array list of. I will create a complete array. New array list. Array list is a class which is also from java.util.star. Please verify whether it's in java.util or any other package. Yes, correct. Java.util.star. Yes. Now after array list, less than greater than. After array list. Yes. Then last semicolon. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and then semicolon. Yes, good. Now a complete array list was created in the name of users. Now I will type my query string SQL is equal to double quotes, select star from the name of the table as users, semicolon. Now I will open try catch block. Inside that I will create a statement stmt equal to connection dot create statement of con dot create statement of then statement also added from java.sql.star. Yes, now I will add a result set rs equal to statement dot execute query of SQL. Yes, then inside that I will open while loop while rs dot next of. Open parenthesis. open curly brace. Inside that, I will create an object for my class users. U equal to new users of semicolon. Then I will type u dot set user underscore ID. U dot set user underscore ID. Inside that, I will type rs dot get int of 1. Similar way for second one, u dot set user underscore name. Rs dot get string of 2. Open double quotes. Yes, good. Similar way for user underscore ID. Oh, anyway, okay, good. No problem. Then u dot user under email ID, set email. Yeah. Then last one, u dot set role. Rs dot get string of 4. Now close the while loop, close the try block, and then open a catch block. Catch of exception E. Inside that system.out.println E. After catch block, I will return users. Use small users. Use small. So it will return all the users, semicolon. So save the file. Now this is a method for getting all the users. Now I will create another class named as user repository. Sorry, I will create another class named as user resource. Inside that, I will add path in the top. Something double quotes users. Inside that, inside my class, I will create an object for user repository. So user repository REP equal to new user repository of new user repository of, then semicolon, then at get at producers. So it will produce JSON as well as XML format. So open media dot, open parenthesis, open curly brace, open parenthesis, inside that open curly brace, media type dot application underscore XML. Application underscore XML, comma, media type dot application underscore JSON. E small, media type is a class. Application underscore JSON. Yes, next line. I will write a method named as public list, which will return list. List is a class which is from java.util. Then users, then get space, get users, ucaps. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly brace, close curly brace. This will return repository dot rep dot get users of semicolon. So now a user is a user model. So it's comprising of all the. Then I will write a user repository. Inside that, I will write a query for connecting with database for fetching all the values from a database. And then now I will write a user resource class. This will map from repository and get all the users in the path called as users. Now I will open my web.xml file. Inside that, I will add something called as servlet. Then name of the servlet as REST or user, anything, not CSE. Servlet name, the name of the servlet as CSE. So something called as next one, servlet class. The name of the servlet classes org dot glassfish dot org dot glassfish dot jersey dot servlet container org dot glassfish dot jersey dot servlet container. Servlet container is a class. org dot glassfish dot jersey dot servlet container. Then similar way servlet mapping. Inside that servlet name, CSE. Then URL pattern, something called a slash CSE slash star. Then save the file and execute my complete project. Slash CSE slash users, enter. This is correct. In the last, I will add driver manager dot get connection of. Next line, I will add driver manager dot get connection of username, comma password. Driver manager dot get connection of something URL, comma username, comma password. I won't specify URL at the top. Username, comma password. Otherwise, directly you can specify URL in http://localhost/ my database name. Otherwise, JDBC : PostgreSQL : /localhost/ my database name. JDBC : PostgreSQL PostgreSQL : /localhost/ my database named as CS. Connection equal to driver manager dot get connection of. CON equal to previous line. Line number 17. Any. CON equal to driver manager dot get connection of. Okay. Save the file and execute the same. So because of database connection establishment, this will display error message. So now the driver manager was added. /CSE/users. Users, yes. Which display error message. I take in log console. Warning, Jack's PAPA form. So return is a list of user. Writer not found for media type array. Use. I will return all those things directly. For verification, I will check user repository.java. Please click user repository.java. Message body writer not found for media type applications. So application/XML. So remove application/XML format. And remove curly brace 2. Then save the file and execute the same. I think this is a typecasting issue. So I will open my Google and JSON Maven repository. JSON Maven dependency. I will add that dependency. Sorry, wrongly added. Now save the file. The dependency was embedded. Now open my Java user resources code, and inside that I will convert this into list, so which will return. One second. Remove what produces. Save the file and execute the same. Save the file. I think message writer was not placed, so search media Maven dependency. Google to search Jesse media Maven dependency. Moxie, third one. Add it into pom.xml file and save and execute this project. Now this message writer was added. Now execute the project. Okay, Moxie was not supported, so I will search another one. Sometimes Moxie was not supported, I will search another one, something called as Jersey Media JSON Jackson. I will remove Moxie and add this. Save the file. Yes, good. Now the entire things works fine. Now I will insert a value into my database, my table. So into users. Single quotes Raja. Email ID raja@gmail.com. Role something student. Now open the browser and execute the same. I think database was not user resources. Return string. Public, not remove that into string. Public, line number 12. Public string. Then below that, you will type return new space JSON of dot to JSON of repository dot get users of. Save the file and execute the same. Then I won't add it in users. So scroll up. I add line number 38 and 34. Sorry, 39. I will add a new line. Add a new line. Users dot add of you. Then only it will be added into you. Sorry. Just save the file and execute the same. Yes, which will return a JSON object, which will return an excellent JSON object. The value was written. So this is what simple application to get all the values from the database. Now, similar way, we will see about get based on user ID, then delete user ID, then update user ID, as well as something called as insert a value. So this is what this application was.